I hear a lot of people are being unaware how to really use Bluestreak and Wildrider to their fullest potential. There are also some misconceptions about them because people usually always compare them with Smokescreen and Breakneck. And yes, they are very similar aesthetically, like the bot models are similar and the ability looks very similar. However, the performance is very different. They do very different things. For example, Smokescreen and Breakneck are used to execute buildings. They are very good for certain combos, which I will also show in this video. And they can do a lot of damage with their abilities to outposts and combiners. However, Bluestreak on the other hand, he works best by just one-shotting any defense building you see coming around, does a very decent AoE damage, and it also reduces max health and speed of the buildings in range by 30%, which is really big deal. Of course, each consecutive shot increases your damage of the next shot up to twice, so this is up to 100% of this damage after 2 shots. However, one thing you should keep in mind is if you deploy your combiner after you build up these stacks, they will be lost, so just something to consider. Now he's also very flexible when it comes to cores. You can it all depends on your setup, but I'm personally going with volatile mixture because I need him to take down shield clusters. I will show you the combo this as well. However, you can, especially if you have a fully maxed out one, is pretty good with the G1 core. However, I do not have a G-Metal version of the G1 core, but this core basically increases the basic damage, not the special ability damage, and it grants you this snipe attack, which does a pretty decent amount of damage because it bounces to multiple buildings. And it's actually a pretty good core. Now, I personally have here paired with SB Optimus because SB Optimus is a really strong combat on his own, and he also provides a huge amount of support to entire squad that is in the area. 23% DPS increase is huge, and it's 25% at max level. He also heals himself for a portion and has a reflection so he can survive, and for me he's pretty much the best one to take. Some alternatives would be Trip Up. I guess you could go with Sidetrack. He could work with Big Daddy, and that's for the combats. You know, maybe if we have 5 star Steel Jaw. However, I think SB Optimus is by far the best bet. The reason why I'm going with a combat, other than this combat being really good, is this his extra long range by default. That's basically the range at which the bot will stand. And SB Optimus pretty much increases overall squad damage, basically squad damage, the damage of Bluestreak and the rest of the squad in the area. But if you really want to use a gun, some good guns to consider the Cosmic Rust Blaster, Nightstick, Top Shot would be pretty good, I guess. Glitch would perform well. Spoil Sport can actually work, especially with his G1 core. The new Styler is decent, especially if you have a 5 star. But yeah, that's pretty much it, and now I will go and show you how it actually works in a battle. I'm gonna scout this base in the current war. Yeah, it's in the Prime League, base 5. Yeah, the idea is to take down the Shieldgen cluster, and there's a lot of fireproof running around here. There is Antidote and yeah, 2 fireproof. Antidote really help the base so that my Cronus can keep healing, but I don't kind of want to care about either of these cores. So with this combo, with Bluestreak, I don't care about fire or acid. I can completely ignore these cores and pretty much wear them down as the time goes on. So I'm not gonna take any fireballs this time around, and I'm gonna show how Bluestreak can really shine in regards to these bases, because firebots are too strong, so people are going to run these things. Just take the right squad. Okay, here, yeah, no firebots. Just take a combiner real quick. I'll take Ruination, okay. And yeah, that's the squad. Okay. Now I will go and deploy bots to the left side. I expect some motion sensing mines, so I will start with pipes. Yeah, okay, let's see what happens. Yeah, there's motion sensing. Okay, I'm gonna deploy bleach combo as well. Another motion sensing, perfect. Now I can go with the rest of the squad pretty much. I like to start with pipes because he also has Quintus. Okay, let me check now. I want to take down this Shiljin cluster, but I need my bots to walk just a little bit closer to it. I just want to take it down immediately and not have any worries. Okay, Aerate can take this down. I will target it also with smokescreen to apply glass gas. Okay, perfect. And now 2 shots should be enough to take the whole cluster. And Smokey will be... Okay, it took everything out. I didn't have to execute anything. That's perfect. Now let me see. I'm going to do a lot of damage here. This is air raid and... Okay, that combo. And now I will use Bluestreak to take out this Amalgamous so that enemy outposts are going to be much weaker. And too many of my bots are hacked, so I'm gonna deploy a Combiner to pretty much just mitigate all of these negative status effects. And I'm gonna use the ability on a Titan because I don't really need to use it closer to enemies because there's also antidotes, and I just want to wear the enemy Titan down as soon as possible. I'm not sending my Urination into kill zone because I want him to live as long as possible, and now that kill zone is weakened, I will go here and I will use my AO ability exactly here because it does a lot of damage to buildings that they want to damage, and it also does damage to enemy Titan. So okay, I'm gonna try cast this. Okay, didn't work, no matter. I'm gonna do some healing here. Yeah, you can do this to hack the outpost nearby and deploy tracks. Let me think. I guess this is pretty much it. I can take out this FFD as well because I will rush closer with pipes, and I can execute the Combiner. Okay, just to finish this off. Okay, I'm gonna rush with pipes forward, so he will pretty much take all the aggression onto himself, and he can tank it. So basically the ability from that Transmetal to Megatron and from Coelagen, he can just tank everything and not die, whilst if they target someone like my healer, it would be a big problem. And I'm just gonna use the ability, and I think, yeah, that's it. Pretty easy. As you can see, I didn't need to use any fire bots, and these guys still make Prime League very easy. And not having to care about fireproof really pays off. So yeah, I have to greatly recommend to use bots like this because they pretty much don't care about any elementals. He's a seriously strong bot, and I may have to change Volatile Mixture for G1 once I get the G-Metal version, but for now, Volatile Mixture for my combo does exactly what I needed to do. It 2-shots the Shiljin cluster, which is also completely taken out with Air Raid's explosion. Now, I haven't tested it out without using smokescreen for glass gas, but yeah, I probably at higher level I won't need to use smokescreen ability, but I can check. Yeah, if you also noticed, enemy had a beach combo and which was deluge for the Decepticons, that I didn't need to care about it at all because just the damage increase was just too much. SB increases whole squad damage and it can pretty much shred everything that is around. Yeah, Nightstick was shutting down the healing from Deluge. My Trex is also running Cosmic Rust Blaster, so it benefits the whole squad because you have to keep in mind you are using a whole squad to take down groups of enemies. And Bluestreak is a team player, so you need to use him for some combos. You can also use him with Brainstorm in a similar manner. He reduces enemy speed, which pretty much makes them deal next to no damage. However, he does a lot of damage from his ability. Now, the ability numbers may look low, only 5200 for this level, which is quite a bit less than air raid, but there is a difference, and this is that he does multiple explosions, so damage can actually outperform air raid if you can destroy 2 buildings at once, which is very doable. It basically causes a domino effect, a chain effect of explosions, and Brainstorm is also amazing AoE destroyer, and can be paired with Bluestreak as well. So yeah, that's pretty much it. You can go play around with combats, but SP is definitely the best bet for me. Trip up works. Other combats can work, but I will suppose sport. Yeah, he pairs well with G1, but trip up is just. Excuse me, SB Optimus is the best bet. Yeah, there are other combats you can take, but yeah, Top Shot is okay. If only I had a higher rarity. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope video was helpful, and yeah, enjoy.